What is up guys, Kane here. So in this video I will talk more about your most important resource in your inventory, which is the building rush, as seen right here at the top of my screen. Now, why is it important? Basically, if you know how to use it early on, you can scale it to a lot of rewards. By rewards, I mean rankings in events such as this one, rankings in, let's say, other smaller events such as this one. Now, why is it so important? Well, if you ask most of the players, let's say older players that are playing the game, what they will tell you is that you need to spend this resource, the building rush, all of it on hero research. Or rather, most of the players will tell you. And that is one of the biggest mistakes that you can actually do early on in the game. And there is a reason for that. When you're upgrading your castle level, you're actually unlocking quite a few more features. And for every feature you unlock, you will be getting daily resources for it. And not only that, you also get more and additional resources from specific events, such as, let's say, Victory Road. The material starts appearing on these chests here by the end, all that kind of stuff. All of these almost weekly events will include all of the materials for that specific feature that you actually unlocked. So for example, let's take a look at the rankings, right? So this is our total ranking after the merge. This guy is rank 1 and this guy is rank 2. So if we look at him, we can see that this guy, already from this picture, he has spent quite a lot of money. And you can easily say it by just checking one thing on this, let's say, screen. And that is the lifetime honor. Why is that? Is because this guy has not participated in any of the city destruction events, which can give you about 2,600 Linari for rank 1. He hasn't participated in any of them. And if he hasn't participated in any of them, he didn't get boxes for ranking higher, he didn't get building rush for ranking higher, and he lost quite a lot of resources because of that. You know, if this guy would have spent quite a lot of, let's say, money, and he actually played events, I could pretty much imagine him being like 3,500 core, maybe even more. Probably about 38 castle level. All that kind of stuff. He would have had quite a lot of stuff. But he probably had work, maybe some other stuff, so he didn't actually really play the events. And to each his own, you know, most of the events may require more time than this person could actually give. And I only wanted to use this as an example, right? So looking at the rank 2, keep in mind this person right here was on a server which is more than 14 days later than this guy. And this guy is already Castle 36, right? And we can see from this that he has played a lot of events. And because he has played a lot of events, he has a lot of building rush, which means his castle level is decently high. And the thing is, after we merge, he still has the 14-day rush, all sitting in his inventory. And why? Because he asked me. He asked me if he has to spend it or not. And what I told him was, no, you should not spend it, and instead, wait for the kingdom rolls, where you will have the additional 10% building rush. And the thing is, when you get additional 10% building rush, right, you have 14 days of building rush here. If you turn it to hours, that should be about 350 hours, roughly. And additionally, that 10% would reduce not really 10% of your buildings, but like maybe 25 hours, something like that, since we're going to have more construction speed or faster building. So there are soft and hard caps. So in that way, you would win about more than 25 hours. Maybe more, maybe less. And an additional 25 hours on building rush is quite a lot. Like if we check this castle, I think it's completed like by 25%, and that is almost a day or even more, and that 25 hours is going to do a lot for you. And by that, I mean the higher your castle level, the stronger your heroes can become, the better your PvP will be. Also, the stronger your castle is, the more features you unlock, the more features you actually get daily resources for. Or the higher your castle level, the higher your army you can make, rather, the higher in terms of the tier. So now, this Rakan Blade Master is tier 12. At castle 37, I can make him tier 13. And right now, I can also be castle 37, but again, I have to wait to actually get an additional 25 hours. Because it's efficient, and I would not get that much in this short amount of time that would actually win me more than I would gain from actually waiting. And that's the thing, that is why this resource is the most important. So, unless you're thinking of spending like huge amounts of money, you should actually plan to use your resources in proper ways. Don't get me wrong, guys, hero research is really good. Like, it's really, really good. But early on, it's not only the heroes that will perform insanely well. You need the castle levels, you need army, and you need dragon. So for another example, guys, my castle is 35, right? And at 35, we unlock army equipment. And you can see here, this is daily activity reward chest. And this, you get daily. And from this box, you can get, I think, legendary or less equipment, which legendaries, as a beginning, it's okay, but you can get better as you play events. And you get 13,500 Forged Firestone, which I think rises as your castle level rises. So 13,500 wouldn't seem a lot, but it actually is quite a lot. So what I want to say by that is, let's go back to the rankings, shall we? As you can see, I'm castle 36. If we scroll down to, let's say, another 2000 power guy, she is 34. We scroll down here, this guy is 35, right, 36. This guy is, let's say, 33, and he's in my kingdom, right? So to get from 33 to 35 would take him about 2 weeks. Since I think he was 33 from yesterday, so probably 2 weeks, maybe a bit more. So if it's 2 weeks, then you would count 13,500 times 14. And I can pretty much show you right now how much it would take to upgrade the gears. So my gear is 26 on this one, and it costs 19.7 thousand to upgrade. So if we add those 14 days of materials, I will be able to make this 30. I will be able to make this 30, break through them, and then upgrade this one, which would make my field a lot stronger. And that guy will start from ground zero. And that is the thing, the faster you get to specific castle levels, which unlock more features, the more resources you get, the stronger your account becomes, and the more events, the more things you can participate on and actually win. Now, I'm not flexing on you, I am not telling you that for specific servers this might be okay. Maybe you're, let's say, I don't know, rank 31 or whatever, or even less overall. If you spend this on construction, you're actually not going to win on any events either, because you have to start doing this from the beginning of your realm. It has to be like a chain of events that you participate on and you actually play them. So for example, whenever I came into my server, it wasn't like I participated in one event, then I skipped 5 events, then I participated in one more. I was participating in almost every single one, and because I was winning the previous ones, I got more materials to be better at the rest of them. And only about the middle, where a lot of people had saved up their own materials and actually started contesting me. So that is the kind of thing, guys. If you want to be good at this game, you need to use your resources properly and you need to actually play the events. You don't really want to spend thousands and thousands of money to start catching up with other people who actually play the game. Anyways, guys, when I was speaking about, let's say, the rankings, I didn't want to diminish anybody from anything, right? I just used as an example to show you that if you do in fact want to spend money on the game, it's advisable to actually play the event so you can actually get more rewards. The way I play the game is you can spend some money, but then you try to scale your spent money into more stuff. If you don't play events, it's almost as like you're just throwing away money. Because other people, let's say like me, like this rank 2 guy, like maybe the other guys below me who actually play the events, will have an easier time catching up with this guy. At least that's just my opinion. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope it helps you out, and keep in mind, this is only helpful if you actually use it from the very on in the game, or if you want to just lightly catch up to a few features. If you're, as I said, you're rank 30 in a kingdom or even less in, let's say, the realm, if you use this, the only thing that it will make it better for you is you will just start getting more daily resources. But I am not sure if it will drastically affect your rankings in events, because if you have that many top players in your realm, it's not going to affect your ranking that much, you know? Sure, it can in some way, but it's very, very questionable. Anyways, again, thanks for watching and stay safe.